On the edge of town, in a cheerful little van decorated with painted daisies, lived Maya and her daughter, Lila. Their van was not just home, it was also their little kitchen, with a small oven and jars of flour, sugar, and cinnamon. Every morning, Maya kneaded dough while Lila sprinkled cinnamon and sugar, giggling as the sweet powder dusted her nose. Together, they baked soft, golden baker's buns, warm, fluffy, and filled with love. But success didn't come right away. On their very first day, they baked a whole tray of buns. She packed them neatly in paper bags and waited outside the park. Hours passed. People walked by, smiled, sniffed the air, but nobody bought a single bun. That night, Maya and Lila are in their van, tired and sad, eating the buns themselves for dinner. They didn't give up. The next day, they tried again, but this time, the buns turned out too hard after a few hours. Customers who tasted them shook their heads politely and walked away. They made the buns soggy. On their second week, disaster struck again. Lila had promised to watch the oven, but got distracted. Suddenly, a sharp, burnt smell filled the little van. She rushed to the oven and pulled out a tray of buns. Lila's eyes filled with tears. "I forgot the timer, Mama." That's how we learn. Even burnt buns teach us something. It wasn't only about baking. It was about keeping the buns fresh. They learned how to store them properly in airtight boxes so they wouldn't dry out. Maya borrowed a small electric warmer to help maintain the right temperature, keeping the buns warm enough to be soft but not too hot to go stale. "See, Lila," Maya said with a smile. "Good food is not just made in the oven, it's cared for after it's baked." And they kept improving. They practiced kneading until the dough was soft and airy. They tested batches late at night, laughing together when things went wrong, learning something new each time. One bright morning, everything came together. The buns were perfect, golden, fluffy, and still soft even after hours. A woman stopped, lured by the smell. She bought one, took a bite, and her eyes sparkled with delight. She told her friends, and soon word spread quickly. The best buns in town come from the daisy van. There was always a line. Children loved the sticky glaze buns. People grabbed buns with coffee on their way. Families picked them up for weekend breakfasts. With their growing confidence, Maya and Lila decided to try something new: cinnamon rolls. Lila rolled out the dough into long sheets, spread butter, and sprinkled brown sugar and cinnamon. Maya carefully rolled them into spirals and baked them until golden. The sweet rolls with creamy icing quickly became as popular as their buns. Soon, people weren't just asking for the buns from the van, but also the famous cinnamon rolls. Maya and Lila hung a little sign outside. Buns and rolls on wheels, made with love. Their van was still small, but their dream had grown bigger than they imagined. Living in that van no longer felt like a struggle. It felt like success, because with every bun and roll sold, they weren't just earning money, they were sharing joy, mother and daughter together.